Hello everyone, welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Tim. Tim is from Berlin in Germany. So let's see what Tim has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Tim, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much.
So tell me, how's your day going so far?
Oh, after my birthday 2 days ago, today we just were in shopping centers just to discover something here on Gran Canaria because we've never been to two specialized shopping centers. So yeah,
Oh my
that's why.
god,
And we met one of our friends here in the city. So and then my boyfriend finally cooked for me. So that's probably why he's up.
oh my god, happy birthday. Tell me, how was your celebration?
Oh, it was very nice. Naked on the beach. How I love it.
So tell me, where are you from, Tim?
I'm from Germany, from Bremen,
Hmm, born and
but we are
raised?
living since 12 years. We are living in Berlin.
Ah, okay. And how far is your city from Berlin?
Maybe 400 kilometers, I think. I don't know.
400. Oh wow. And
Yeah.
why Berlin? Why did you decide to move to Berlin?
Oh, well, we were not a couple 12 and a half years ago. We just got to know each other and spent a lot more time together. And after my apprenticeship as a nurse, I'm a nurse. That's my profession. But since 2 years, I do completely different thing, completely different job. And yeah, there was something to do new in our life, in my life. And he decided as well to, he lived nearby Hamburg. And he decided also to start a new chapter of his life. And so we did it together.
Tim, tell me, what's the best part of waking up in Berlin every single morning?
Well, that's a good question, actually. I think to be in the capital of Germany and to have everything around you, what you probably need, what you maybe also don't need, and all the opportunities next to you. That's what I appreciate on a big city. I mean, it mustn't be Berlin; it can be also Munich or Cologne or whatever. But Berlin itself, it's the city. So
Amazing. So tell me a little bit about your career as a nurse, how everything started.
Well, when I left the school, my mother died early, so I was very young. I was 17. So when I finished my school, I was 18, and then I started a hotel manager apprenticeship, but I didn't finish that. And then I changed to another school to do my higher degree because I was in the middle school. And with this higher degree, I was able to go studying. And so I started after this, I started studying social
Mhm.
works. And that was nice actually, but I also didn't finish that because I was very busy with my ex-boyfriend, which I was married with also, the first boyfriend and first marriage, blah, blah. But then everything was like falling down because, of course, the first love is always not really that one who's which is available for all forever. And since these days, I also did anytime when I was 17, I started my film career. So with doing movies with kids and parents, like I created groups and we made like adventure movies. So in each year it grew up more and more. This was all besides my studying. And after this studying thing, I found another apprenticeship, a nursing job, and I found it very interesting. And I'm coming from Delmenhorst, which is nearby Bremen,
Okay.
and so it's a small city, and so it was very attractive to be in this apprenticeship as a nurse because it was more or less a private school. So we had
Right.
like three classes, like the lower class, the middle class, and the high class. And yeah, this private atmosphere was very interesting. The job as a nurse itself, like the opportunities I could have with this job, And yeah, it was amazing. So, and after these 3 years of studying as a nurse, of learning this job, I also have been to the home nursing and
Mhm.
to the psychiatric part of the nursing job in a daycare center. And it was very amazing. And I figured out very fast that I really like it to communicate, to talk, to work with my brain and not always with my hands. That's why my hands are very soft still. So, yeah, so I finished finally this apprenticeship with a good grade. So since that day I'm a nurse. And then later in Berlin I got specialization for like drug nurse and psychiatric nurse. So yeah,
Wow.
here I am.
Amazing, amazing. I love this story. I think those opportunities in life, they come along and you just embrace it, and suddenly you find a career that we enjoy. Okay,
Yeah.
Tim, during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your life and also about your journey so far, okay? Are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Okay, okay, yes.
Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here
Mhm.
my best friend. Full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay? Let's do it. Yes, you can always dance with me. So during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to answer, always can change the question, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, first question for you is, what do you consider most romantic?
Hmm. To be honest, if my boyfriend cooks for me and the lights are like this, I mean, we still have a bright light, but if he serves his dinner for me and it tastes good, I think that's very romantic.
Wow.
Love goes through the stomach.
And do you consider yourself to be a romantic person?
Well, I was actually when I was younger. I liked all this roses stuff, flower stuff, cuddling a lot, blah blah blah. But if you have a boyfriend who don't like that so much, you also change a little bit. So probably sometimes because we have more or less an open relationship, then sometimes maybe the cuddling part or not really romantic, but cuddling part maybe other guys experience with me as well. So
Okay, next question. Let's do it. Okay, Tim. Next question for you is, if you were to raise a child, what are the most important thing would you like them to learn?
oh well, I know that it's not really possible to learn empathy, but I would like always to try to explain and to teach my child to be more empathic, to understand the opposite, the other person, and then to react like better than like spontaneous. You know,
I
yeah.
see.
I think this is one of the important things to have a good conversation, good communication, and yeah.
I see. Tell me something, of course. I know that you're in Gran Canaria right now. So are you just spending some time there, or you sometimes you leave some of part of your life year over there as well?
The second, yeah. Sometimes we live weeks or months here in Spain, especially over winter, and
Mhm.
the rest of time of the year, it's in Berlin mostly. Yes, and mostly we're also traveling. So yeah, we're in between everything.
Okay, next question. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, of course, I believe that you are a content creator, as well.
Yes.
Are you okay to talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me when the opportunity came along for you to start create adult content.
Well, When I was 18, I had casting in Berlin. So that was my first time exploring Berlin a little bit. It was just 1 weekend, but it was interesting. And this experience was really bad for me because the guy who did the casting, he was a bit older from a very famous studio that time from Berlin, a German studio. And this guy was so old, and I mean, I don't have problems with being old and stuff, but he was rude. Like, yeah, take out your clothes, and it was on set. Behind me there was a locker or something, and I really felt not really comfortable with this situation in general. And he was like, "Yeah, take off your clothes and start to get hard and jerk a bit." Like, okay, probably it's not that thing how I work or how my body works. So this was a very tough experience because he was really rude to me. I remember. And then years later, it started all with my boyfriend because we love to be naked. We love to explore the nature, to explore beaches, the cruising parts of the beaches as well, if we go to a naked beach. And once we got to know another turf photographer from Denmark, I think. Or he was originally from South America, but he lived that time in Denmark. And it's so nice and interesting to do a couple shoot of us. And so, yeah, we met one day and we did some content together, like pictures. It was a long time before OnlyFans popped up. So it was in 2016, in September, October. And during the time, we had also a friend of us visiting us in Berlin. And when we came back from Barcelona trip with this photo shooting in the package, I just told my boyfriend, like, yeah, the content looks so nice, and maybe we can make money with that. And yeah, let me see the next half year what we can do with that. And maybe I will do a website, and maybe how much does it cost, and blah blah. Because I didn't have any idea about all these topics. And our friend, who was accidentally a webmaster, coincidentally a webmaster, he was like, "Why you will do it the next half year? We do it right now." It's like, "What? What? Okay." Yeah. So with him, we created our website within 2 days or something. And from that day on, we just started to do content. So 8 years ago, my boyfriend did it with me together. And now he's a bit more calm. He has a job where he's busy with, so he's not really a lot interested into doing movies. Sometimes he still do if the guy is really nice. So of course, then he participates. But it's more me who is on stage in front of the camera all the time. And now I can say since 8 years, and now since 2 years, I'm self-employed with this job, and only I'm doing this. So the nursing is over since 2 years. I could say I'm kind of successful at that thing, and it's my passion to make movies, to be creative. I have a drone. I have a license for flying the drone. I have a boat driver's license, so you can film with me like in the air, down under the water, on the water, anywhere. So, and the content I create is really creative because I love to take the guests, because I call the subscriber on my website, I call them guests. I like to take them with us on the journey to see like beautiful beaches where we are. For example, he was in Portugal. And then sometimes we have locations where the people say like, "Oh, it looks so great. I want to visit this place also. So let me know where it is." And yeah, since some years, our website is really successful with that. We have some clients, some guests who come all the time. And then beside this, when OnlyFans popped up and Just for Fans and some more platforms, we of course started also to be a part of them there, because not every man who is interested in gay sex is just on my website or just on OnlyFans or just on Pornhub or whatever. So you need this diversity of all these platforms, which is a bit difficult sometimes and really time wasting, but it's okay.
I see. Okay. Next question for you is, what's your funniest or most memorable date that you had?
So we don't dance anymore?
No, it was after the question. I said after the question.
Okay. it's a really long time ago. Like, I mean, a really a date.
Yeah.
That was probably because I had two boyfriends before. One boyfriend with I was in marriage, and the second one with I was with him 1 year together. And with him, it was probably uh, very special because we met in Grinder, or it was Planet Romeo, I don't know for now. And we just wanted to have fun. So, and he was visiting me in Den Horst near Bremen. And I just opened the door and I saw this guy and I said to him, "You're mine." And
Oh,
right away that night we had fun, a lot of fun. And from that day we were together. Like it was like love from the first moment,
yeah.
something like that. That was probably a very interesting, special
I
day.
like.
But other dates, I never had like dates, candlelight dinner, or uh, some specialized things. I mean, I remember with my ex-husband, I or he tried once to surprise me with roses on the floor and stuff, leading to his room. I think it was like that, but don't judge me if I lie. I don't know. I don't know. It's a long time ago now. So yeah.
Amazing. Great, sweet. I like this story. I like the story when you see someone for the first
That was
time.
really crazy. I just opened the door, was looking at his face. I mean, pictures are always different than the person in natural life, in reality. And I
Yeah.
was so amazed by him and his character, his appearance was like, okay, let's go, you're mine.
Amazing. I love it. 3 questions left. Let's do it. Okay, team. Next question for you is, what did your parents do that always comforted you? Comfort you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I never had contact to my father so much. There was just a little parts in between of my life because he was never feeling responsible for me, and he left my mother when I was probably 2 or before, I don't know. And my mother was really young, and uh, she probably had the meaning, the opinion, or the thinking about, you're not my son. I mean, I love you, but you're not my son. You're my best buddy, something like that. So she let me do whatever I want to do. Um, I was like 10 or 12. I was traveling through our state in Niedersachsen with the train. I was visiting my grandma alone, and my grandma was doing a lot more things instead of my mom. So she was my better father, you could say. So I think that was the thing. What my mother tried to teach me, to let me know, like, be responsible as soon as possible, so then you will have success. That's on one side, it's a nice thing, to be honest, but on the other side, of course, there's something missing because she didn't play her mother role so well.
I see. And so growing up, the person that you are more close to in your family was your grandmother.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow.
She was really like, I mean, she was not a father, but she was like, wie sagt man, Ersatz. She replaced my father, you could say. And she was completely opposite of my mother. My mother denied something or rejected, like, some, yeah, you don't get this, you can't do this. And my grandma was always, yeah, we do it, you can do this. And with my grandma, I could always be the clown on the streets, whatever. I did a lot of very funny things, what kids do. And with my mother, it was always serious, but she let me go along with something, so it was also fine. So the mixture was really, really good.
I see. Okay, questions left. Let's do it. Before the next question, tell me, you're talking about Berlin, yeah? How much you enjoy the city, you know, it's a place to be. But in your opinion, what's the most challenging part of living in Berlin, in your experience and in your opinion?
Oh, that's a very good question. To be honest, I always feel when I'm arriving from the airport and go first in a Rudo down to the subway, I'm not racist or I don't judge any people, any person, whatever. I'm not really into this cultural thing, socializing. I mean, not in a bad way, but the phenomenon you can see in Berlin, especially in some parts of Berlin, is we have a lot of people who don't accept the German culture, the gay life, or whatever. So, and that's very, very hard. And I think, I mean, I never had problems personally, but you're reading in all the gay magazines, also since the Corona pandemic, a lot more crimes and violations started against the LGBT community. And yeah, I have always the feeling when I start to go back from the airport to the subway, like, oh my God, I'm in the wrong country. To be honest, it's really my feeling. Like I don't feel comfortable anymore in my own country. Maybe it's just the effect of in my own city, I could say. But even if you go to some other cities like Cologne or Hamburg or Munich, you have this phenomenon that there are a lot of other people who don't respect rules or who don't respect the German society, the Germans, whatever, or who just don't accept to be a human. They have different mind setting and cultural, wie sagt man das denn? They come from another culture, and I think now it's time to say my opinion. There are some guys in Europe or in Germany who don't belong to us. I could just say this.
I see. It's interesting saying that, Tim, because I had an interview a while ago with a lovely man from Berlin, and he said the same as well. He said to me, William, because when people think about Berlin from other countries, they go like, my God, Berlin is very open. You can be yourself. You can be safe. And it's still like that. Still, we have this impression.
However, is true. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. However, for some reason, it's been changed a little bit about that. You know, he mentioned the same thing as well. And I was surprised because I had always the impression that Berlin, you could be your true self. You feel safe. But somehow things are changed now. I understand your point. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing that. Amazing. Hey, hopefully things gonna change. Hopefully that somehow things will get to a better place for sure. Next question for you is, what does love mean to you?
Love means for me or to me that you are empathic enough to every human or to a lot of humans you have contact with, to understand them and to be there for them. To with my boyfriend, if it's love, because I define love differently. You have the boyfriend love, you have friends love, you have encounters love, whatever. You have natural love. With my boyfriend, of course, it's love means you have another person with you, you're sharing the life, you understand each other, you talk about anything. And if you have trouble, like it seems we have tonight, I don't know. No, we don't have, but we're always different and we are all different people. And of course, every day is different and we need just the empathy to understand why it is like it is and not to be rude or bad about these little things because time is running and we don't have a lot of them. Of it.
Saying that, what's the biggest joy of being Tim? What do you like the most about being you?
Well, I think my character, not only my big and yeah, my personality. I'm very open. I'm talking to a lot of people. Even here, we just moved to Gran Canaria 1 year ago. I mean, we live in Berlin and here. And here we don't have a lot of friends. So, but here's also a big German community. And I'm just walking along a street, and I saw two girls or two women staying on the bus stop. And I was just hearing they're talking in German. So I started like, hey, are you living here? Are you doing vacation? And so there was also starting a new encountership. And now like it feels like it's a friendship with an older lady. And it's really nice because we are sharing experiences. And in fact, she was doing in her job time also something with TV productions. So yeah, it's great to have that. So I think that's my open-minded personality, I think. Yeah.
Beautiful, like that. Last question, ready?
Mhm.
How do I say last question in German?
Letzte Frage.
Letzte Frage.
Nee, letzte
Letzte
Frage.
Frage.
Mhm. The last question. Ah, yeah.
Before the last question, Tim.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's getting warm. Ooh. Before the last question, tell me, what's the meaning of life for you?
The meaning of life. Yeah, it's similar to like what makes Tim Tim. Not wasting time. Try to always to be a bit transparent and of course honest especially in your relationship, and try to discover a lot from this world and have a lot of sex and fun as you can, because you just live once. But be friendly and don't hurt others. That's all.
Beautiful, beautiful. Last question for you is, what makes you most proud?
What makes me most proud? Well, I think I'm very proud of being a nurse. That's my profession. I would never regret that job. I would also, if the porn thing is not working anymore for me, I also go back to my job. That's not the problem. And I'm very proud of that I made it, because with the start of my life, after my mother died, I was 17, and the hotel thing, which was not ending, studying thing, which I didn't finish. I'm very proud of that nursing thing. And of course, I'm very proud of my own projects, because I was motivated, or I'm still motivated to do it, to be self-employed and to create things. I'm not, as a Capricorn, I'm not a talking guy, I'm a doing guy. I don't know how to say it in English, but in Germany we say, ich bin kein Quatschkopf, sondern ich bin ein Macher. Yeah.
I understand your point. You have your hands on it, just like doing it. You are kind of person that's always doing it. I understand that. Amazing. Okay, so on the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay.
Okay.
One word for family.
Friends.
Money.
Money is not really important for me. That's the problem. Maybe living.
Okay.
Like the random living things. I don't know.
Yeah. Not right or wrong. What comes to your mind?
It's hard to say if you don't have one word in your head.
I know. One word for life.
For life.
Yeah.
Feeling.
Love.
Love. Deep tissue.
Okay. Religion.
Religion. Unimportant.
Okay. Sex.
Important.
Friendship.
Friendship. Yeah. Also important. But this is 2 words.
That's okay. Politics.
Politics. Ah, serious.
Okay. Desire.
Honesty.
Success.
Power.
Okay. Regret.
Reason.
Okay. Wish.
Honesty.
Happiness.
Feeling.
What's the name of your city again, when you were born?
Of my what?
The name of your city, where you were born.
Bremen.
One word for Bremen.
Die Bremer Stadtmusikanten. The musicians of Bremen.
Okay. One word for Berlin.
Open life.
One word for Gran Canaria.
Now I would love to share it with my boyfriend, but he's still doing housework, so no. Gran Canaria, an opportunity.
Okay. One word for Germany.
For Germany.
Yeah.
For the country.
Yeah.
Lost.
Okay. And the last one now. One word for nurse.
Oh, muss das am besten beschreiben? Yeah, also important. Aber I would say also another thing, but I don't have this in my mind. No.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, let's pretend now I'm gonna go all the way to Gran Canaria to meet your boyfriend for a coffee. And I'm going to ask your boyfriend, define Tim in one positive and one negative word only. What he would say about you.
Oh, negative? Or we start with positive. I think that he would describe me in the positive way, like very organized, strict, not sexually, powerful, seriously sometimes, of course, but also empathetic.
Okay.
And the negative, annoying sometimes. I know I'm a very annoying person sometimes, yes. Clumsy sometimes. That really annoys me. But yeah, it's me. I'm clumsy sometimes.
Amazing.
More things I would.
Okay.
I will ask him.
After, when the interview goes live, you pause.
Okay.
And after you play again to see if you're gonna say right. Okay, let's play now Tim in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. I can see you like dancing, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, Tim, before you ask him the question, when you think about your career as a nurse, tell me a situation or a moment that you're never gonna forget, always gonna have a special place in your heart.
Like in the nursing job?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had one patient who was a long-term in our hospital. And there were sometimes his relatives visiting him, especially it was a lady, so especially her husband or her aunt. I think somewhere of the female relatives arrived, and they tried to talk to her, but in a very rude way. And I could see while I was working on her with her, she had almost tears in her eyes. She had almost tears in her eyes because she was overwhelmed and not really willing to react on this rude, bad situation to them. So, and then I took the initiative and I said to the relatives, okay, come on, now it's your time to go out and wait outside because I'm working with your relative here and she needs calm for that now, so go out. And that was making me proud because on one side you are responsible for the patients you are taking care about this time, and on the other hand, the patients are, even if they are older, they don't really like to say something. Yeah, these are sometimes situations in general, but this specific situation with this lady where the relative were so rude, entering the room and started screaming on her, really not noticing I was in the room. And then I just took the advantage to say, hey, come on, go out now. So
I see. I love this story. I love the story. Somehow you interview between them and you kind of made peace a little bit. I think that's cute. Okay, you can ask me a question now, Tim.
Well, what's your motivation to interview a bunch or hundreds of people?
Good question. Good question. You know what, Tim? Before the COVID, I was already thinking about a project that I could connect with people. I could, express myself, let people express themselves as well. But I didn't know what I could do. I didn't know. I didn't have the idea. One day, I went for a run in the park, and this idea came along, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna create some questions. I'm gonna research some questions, and I'm gonna answer random people around the world because I believe that all of us we have a story to tell, we have situations to share. We are here to learn as well. Like you just shared this story now, very beautiful story you just shared now about your profession as a nurse. And I think the whole idea of the show is about express yourself, let people be themselves. And I think for me, it's a pleasure to be here, connect with people around the globe, and listen to stories, sharing stories. And I think that's fascinating for me. I just love it. I find I'm the best when I'm here. I feel the best of myself here, for sure.
Nice. Great idea.
Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, it was nice. Very interesting questions spontaneously.
Thanks again, Tim. Thanks again for the
Yeah.
interview. It was a pleasure have you on the show. I love this story. I love, to see, you're trying different things in life. You are enjoying your life. You are, making a career. And also, I think that's what life's about. It's about you trying and, enjoying life every day. Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
I think my positive message is everyone should do anything what makes him happy without disturbing or hurting others. Be honest all the time because lies don't bring success. And don't dream your dreams, make your dreams come true.
Amazing. Very good.
Yeah.
I think in German, thank you is Dank, isn't it? Dank.
Danke.
Danke.
Yeah.
Danke.
In Netherlands is dankjewel.
Dankjewel.
In Espanol por aquí, gracias.
Gracias. Yeah.
In Germany, danke or auch dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Amazing.
So have a nice evening and thank you for the
You
interview.
too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.